Today I'm going to be doing the Furry Friend Tag.
Okay guys, so I have my list of questions right here, all of my shot lists and editing ideas just fell out of my binder, so I'm just going to put it down now. I am very old-fashioned. I write down my questions on paper in my YouTube notebook. So, we're just going to go with that. And if you were paying any attention, you would see I had already thought about the questions and had written down little answers because I don't do well being put on the spot, really, so I have thought about these questions and written thoughts down. So I thought that may just make this go a little bit more smoothly. So let's just jump right in. The first question is, what is your pet's name? My pet's name is Curly. So the next question is, what type of pet is it and what breed? Curly is a dog, and he is a very big, slightly chubby, standard poodle. Question number 3 is, how long have you had your pet friend? I have had Curly, I think at this point it's been about 7.5 years. Because the question number 4 is, how did you get your pet? So, story time. Curly actually has moved quite a bit in his lifetime. Actually, within 3 years, he has lived in, counting where he was born, he lived in 4 different places, not counting when he ended up with me. So, he was born up at Smith Mountain Lake, which is a lake that is relatively close to where I live. It's the closest lake to where I live, and that's still not even that close. And then we say a crazy lady adopted him and one of his sisters and one of his brothers. We say that she's crazy because I guess she decided she could not handle them, so she kind of dumped them at the SPCA. So for a while, his brother and his sister were at the SPCA, and then later on, one of my friends who I've known for years, and then another across the woods neighbor, my friend adopted Curly and his brother, and then the across the woods neighbor adopted Curly's sister. And so Curly, I was not a fan of him when I first met him because, you know, I was like 8, so I was like way short, and at that time I wasn't really a fan of dogs. So, needless to say, was not a fan of him because he was actually really, really wild. He's not wild now, but he was wild then. So, was not a fan of him, so he lived with my friend for about 2.5 years or so, I would say. And then one day, his brother, and their other dog, who was also standard, ganged up on a small dog. So at that point, my friend's family decided that they could not handle 3 standard poodles anymore. So we were offered either Curly or his brother. And Curly was decided as being more clingy, and his brother was described as being more aloof. So I chose Curly because I was like, I want my dog to hang out with me. So that is how we got Curly. That is a very long-winded story, but I love to tell that story to people. Question number 5 is, how old is your pet? Curly is 10, but he will be 11 in July. So the next question is, what is your favorite memory with your pet? Well, I have 2 favorite memories with Curly. One of them is the first day when he came over, I like to say for a play date, because this was just to kind of see how he would do in our house, because my mom was really kind of weary of him just because of his size. But so before we adopted him, he came over just to hang out for a few hours. So she wanted Curly to ride in the trunk of the car. Well, Curly did not like that idea, so he climbed over the trunk, over like the back seat, to the back seat, over like the seats, the back of the seats to the back seat, but he got stuck. So I kid you not, for a good 5 to 10 minutes, he rode with half of him in the back seat with me, and then his butt was still in the trunk. It looked very strange. And then it's not really a specific memory, but it's just something that I think of very fondly is just when we're cuddling on the couch or in the bed. Question, I think this is number 8, is what are some quirky things about your pet's personality? As Curly's gotten older, he's kind of gotten a little bit less quirky, which makes me kind of sad because his quirks are one of the things I love about him. But when he was younger, he used to do all kinds of quirky things. Like, one of the things he did, he used to be able to chew stuffed animal dog toys. He can't chew those anymore. He ends up eating them and digesting them. I don't know if he counts that as something quirky. I don't, because I just think that his jaws are just way strong. So, but you can if you want. So, but one of the things that he did was he had a turtle stuffed animal, and he would we called him Mr. Turtle. So he would sit Mr. Turtle at our old house, and our living room windows were huge. They were like floor-to-ceiling windows. And he would sit Mr. Turtle in that floor-to-ceiling window. So when my mom and I or whoever would come into the driveway, pull up into the driveway, there would be Mr. Turtle sitting there looking out the window with Curly. Alright, so that's one quirky thing. I don't know if you would really count this as quirky or not. You could, you may not, I don't know. But he loves to, so he knows he's big sometimes. So he knows that he is capable of jumping up onto the counter and eating food. So if we have bread out, we always have to put it up somewhere. We'll put it in the oddest places, in like kitchen cabinets and microwaves, ovens, like wherever we can shove food, we put it. Just to hide it from him, because if it is on that counter, the dog will eat it. I guarantee you. So that's another thing. And he'll eat like odd things too. It's like he's eaten socks. He ate like 8 sticks of butter one time. He's eaten dyed old, like 2-week-old Easter eggs that were about to be pitched out that night. Dogs had to get his stomach pumped a few times because of all that, because none of that is really good for dogs. He's eaten countless loaves of bread. I mean, at this point, whenever he eats a loaf of bread, we don't even get mad at him anymore. When he went through this phase when he was younger, that whenever he would go for a walk, he would do like a driveway dance around my mom in like a circle, like he would prance around in a circle. That was kind of cute. He still does this every now and again now. If we come home, sometimes he'll bring us what we call a present, so he'll come up with one of his toys in his mouth, and he'll try to give it to us, and like he'll take it back and then chewing on it himself. That's kind of sweet and quirky. The last quirky habit that I can think of that he does, he still does this one too. If he's about to go for a walk or about to go to the car or whatever requires a leash, he'll take it and like hold it in his mouth, and he'll like start to walk. So we like to say that he walks himself. So that is all my dog's quirks. The next question is, what does your relationship with your pet mean to you? My relationship with Curly means everything to me. Like, I'm going to be a mess when he's gone, because he's getting up there in years. Like, I tell him all the time, you need to live until you're like 30, because I don't know what I will do without you. I truly do not know. That dog, honestly, has made me so happy. I love him so much. I think the world of him. He is by far my best friend. The next question is, what are some favorite pastimes with your pet? Like I said, cuddling on the couch is a favorite pastime. I really enjoy walking with him, even though he's one of those dogs that gets distracted a lot when he walks, but either way, it's still just me and him. I love it when we sleep together. He doesn't sleep with me a lot, just because I like to say he breathes like an old man, because he breathes really, really loud. And I don't sleep with I don't really like noise when I sleep, so having to listen to his breathing kind of keeps me awake. But sometimes I do let him sleep with me. I love it when we do that. I guess that's about it. What are nicknames you call your pet? Oh my god, Curly has, I kid you, I feel like his nicknames change daily. So some of the ones I can name off the top of my head are Curls, Mr. Curls, Curly Pearly, Fluffers, Fluffy, because like he has this little top knot. Like I say, I look like Curly when I wear my hair like this. Mr. I don't know if I already said that. Pearl, Puppy, Big Lump, because truly the dog takes like 50 naps. I counted. One day I honestly counted his naps. Those are all the nicknames I can think of right now, but I mean, dogs' nicknames change daily. And apparently that's all the questions. I thought that there were more.